How's it going, YouTube? This is Top Fighter 23 here, and I am your coach for the Atlanta Braviary, and this is our Season 2, Week 1 of PICA. Now, if you missed out on our draft recap, I'll put the link for that in the description below. Go back and watch that so you can see all of our team, see what we drafted, why we drafted it, yada yada yada. But this week, we are going against Tempest and the South Park Electrodes. Now, I always forget to do this. I always need to pull up their teams before I start recording, and I always forget to do that. Don't know why. Don't ask me. I keep on forgetting to do that. But he has a pretty threatening team. He did get sniped somewhat during the actual draft. There was some things he wanted that he wasn't able to get, but he did pick up some really, really good mons that I was like, I don't know about it. But his team is that he franchised Mega Slowbro, which is a pain in itself. Then he also drafted Azumarill from Tier 1, Mamoswine from Tier 2, Amoonguss and Fortress from Tier 3, Helios from Tier 4, Dusclops, my boy Scott Summers, from Tier 5, Embor from as a free pick, Scrafty as a free pick, Rotom Heat Cookington has left us. He's gone to another team as a free pick, and then Executor as a free pick. He was asking me about a couple mines to draft, and I did help him pick up like Dusclops and Executor and stuff like that. So he did look out to help for me to help him out a little bit on that, but his team is pretty scary. Not gonna lie, the biggest threats that I see to his team are Azumarill and Mamoswine, and the reason why those are the biggest threats is because majority of my walls get handled by those. Mega Sableye gets handled by Azumarill. Hippowdon gets handled by Azumarill and Mamoswine. Cresselia, knockoff from a Choice Band and Mamoswine will hurt. Vaporeon can wall them pretty well, except a Freeze Drive from Mamoswine will hurt a little bit. Chestnut, of course, Mamoswine's Ice-type stab is going to be neutral, but Azumarill's Play Rough is going to hurt. Heatran, any Water-type or Ground-type moves are going to hurt. And Weezing's really the only thing that checks both of them because it's immune to his ground typing stab. It's neutral to his water. It resists his fairy. Neutral to the ice. So Weezing seems like going to be the biggest check to those two. If he decides to bring them. I'm not 100% sure if he's actually going to bring them or not. Maybe he might not, feeling like a Twist Scarf Heatran or something. But I feel like those two, Helios is going to be a bit of a problem, and you'll see why in a second. We're not bringing Hippowdon this week, just because of the Azumarill Mamoswine threat, so we have Mamoswine threat. So, that's a bit of an issue. Other than that, I think we have plenty of things to handle the rest of his team. And so, let's go ahead and jump into our team builder real quick. So, first off, we're bringing Nightmare, Mega Sableye. We're bringing a defensive Calm Mind set. So he's max defensive, max HP, Will-O-Wisp, Recover, Calm Mind, and Dark Pulse. Now, the reason I'm bringing Dark Pulse is because if I run Shadow Ball, it's the same base power, but the problem is that I would not be able to hit Helios at all. But you would think that with Shadow Ball, I'll be able to hit things like Scrafty a little better. Unfortunately, no. So I'm bringing Dark Pulse this week. Scrafty might eat up the hits pretty well, but the thing is that Scrafty can't really touch us very well. He only hits with Dark-type stab, and we're neutral to that, so that's something. And so we have the Will-O-Wisp there for things like the Azumarill, the Mamoswine, the Scrafty. And so if we can burn those things, especially the Azumarill Mamoswine, then if we burn those, goodbye to everything. And he doesn't have a Cleric on his team. He has no form, I think, except Executor might get Aromatherapy. Actually, I should probably look that up. I'm not sure if it does or not. Let me look that up real quick. Because if he does not get Aromatherapy, he has no Cleric on his team. So once I burn something, unless it's a berry, a Lumberry or something like that, he cannot get rid of any statuses whatsoever. So, aromatherapy. I'm not seeing it. Let me see. Doesn't get in any of his prior evolutions. Doesn't get in tutoring. As an egg move, no. as a TM, I don't think aromatherapy is a TM, no. And by leveling up, no. So he does not get aromatherapy. So at that point, he has no way of really stopping Will-O-Wisp coming his way. Another thing what's great about Mega Sableye is with the magic bounce ability, I don't have to worry about any sort of hazards on my team because they're going to fear bringing hazards just due to the fact that I have Mega Sableye here. And so that's the biggest issue there. Well, the biggest issue for them is. But max defensive, I can live hits from them pretty well. I think, let me pull up an exact calc real quick. I know I think it's like 80%. I can live from, I think max 80% from as a defensive Mega Sableye. From a choice band and a zoom roll, I can live about 80% of the play rough. Let me double check. No, I was wrong. If he's Choice Bandit, Adamant, Huge Power, no matter what, I cannot live it. So, but if we know he's not Choice Bandit, let's say he's Life Orb instead, we have a chance to live it. So that's pretty much going to be the biggest issue. But since we have the Prankster ability, so let's say he is Choice Banded, and we have not Mega Evolved yet, because that's the biggest issue. We have to make sure that we decide when's the best time to Mega Evolve. If I burn him, the max he can do from a play rough is 64.4%. Now, if he's Lumberry, that's going to suck, but then if he's not Life Orb, or if he's Lumberry, that means he's not Life Orb or Choice Banded, and we can live a max of 86.8% from a play rough. So that's going to be nice. But once he's burned, and if he is Lumberry, I'll just burn him again. And then we're good there because then he can't touch us because the max he can do is like 43.4. He does resist Dark Pulse, but then I can just start Calm Mining and recovering up and he can't touch us. So that's what's nice about that. Next, we have a very interesting set. We're bringing Luna the Cresselia. We're bringing an Assault Vest max special attacking set. He has a lot of physical threats on his team, but he doesn't have a lot of special threats. His biggest special threat he has on his team is Heliolisk. Everything else is all mainly physical that are wall breakers. Executor I want to consider a wall breaker. Rotom I want to really consider a wall breaker. His biggest wall breaker as a special attacker is Heliolisk. So, I know I can live hits from it pretty well being max HP and Assault Vest. And then I have, why do I have, okay, this is wrong. I shouldn't have Hidden Power Fire and Hidden Power Electric on here. I should have something else. I don't know why Hidden Power Electric's on there. That was, somehow I got screwed up. What do we have on here instead? I think we thought I thought we had Energy Ball on here. Put Energy back all on there. Just so we have something to hit like the Zoom Roll. But we have Side Shock, Hidden Power Fire, Energy Ball, and Moonblast. It's not the most... Mainly the Hidden Power is Fire for the Fortress. Because we have nothing else to do with that. Energy Ball is for, of course, the Mega Slowbro, the Azumarill. Hidden Power Fire is also for the Executor. Moonblast is for the Scrafty. And then Side Shock just to hit everything else. For something, at least. Because if you want to bring in Scrafty on a Side Shock, then I can just Moonblast and be good to go. It won't be much of an issue. So, that's the biggest thing with that. Next, we have a Life Orb, Max Special Attack, Max Speed, Timid, Heatran set, Multi the Heatran. With Flash Cannon, Lava Plume, Stealth Rock, and Earth Power. I was originally thinking of bringing Earthquake just in case he wants to bring a physical attacker, a special defensive wall, and I went on the physical side, but I decided to go against that. I was talking to some people and they'd like, just Earth Power would probably just be perfectly fine, no matter what, it does about the exact same damage anyways. So, we're going to bring Earth Power this week. Then set up the Stealth Rocks. If I set up the Stealth Rocks, he'll think, oh, he's a defensive Heatran. And then I can hit him really hard with another move and be good to go. Next, we have a Life Orb Special Attacker, Noivern, with Infiltrator. So if you want to bring any subs, I have ways of getting around it. Air Slash, Draco Meteor, Flamethrower, and Taunt. Taunt's mainly there because I did not know what else to put on this Mon. Because Air Slash is Draco Meteor and Flamethrower hit his whole entire team pretty hard. And then Taunt's really only there for to stop Mega Slowbro from setting up. And when you look at his team, his fastest Mon is Heliolisk. Everything else is not that fast. So with that, I put enough speed investment and made him timid so that he would outspeed everything on his team. So at 350, I outspeed by 1.8. Oh, I have 4 extra points. Let's just for the sake of it, let's put in here. So with that, I outspeed pretty much everything on his team, except for Choice Carvers, of course, and I can hit everything pretty hard. So that's Smog the Noivern. Next we have Theodore the Chestnut, who's a defensive set because he's a defensive monster. And what's nice about this is that he's Leech Seed, Spiky Shield, Wood Hammer, and Drain Punch. So with Leech Seed, Leftovers, and Drain Punch, I gain all the HP back I would lose by the recoil of Wood Hammer. And I did the couch for Wood Hammer against an Azumarill. It's almost a one-shot with no attack investment. So we have 8 attack investment to see it closer to a one-shot. So that's really nice because Azumarill's just, unless he's a bulky Azumarill set, he's not going to want to take a Wood Hammer because Wood Hammer is base, I think, like 110 or something. What is Wood Hammer's base attack? It's 120. Okay, so that's that. She's asking if I'm done. Yeah, I'm almost done. So, and I can leech, and Wood Hammer's also going to hit the Mega Slowbro. Even though Mega Slowbro is normally a defensive one, we still can hit it pretty hard. Drain Punch is for other things like the Scrafty and the Mamoswine. And then just Leech Seed, Spiky Shield just to help gain back HP and stall some things out. Because that's what mainly this team is going to be doing is, if I can't hit it really hard, I'm going to try to stall you out. And lastly, I have Bertha, the Weezing. Black Sludge, Levitate, Will-O-Wisp, Sludge Wave, Flamethrower, and Pain Split. Standard pretty much set, except I'm running a specially defensive Bertha. Because I'm already, once I burn something, I'm going to live on the physical side pretty well. And so having a max special defensive one, because their defenses aren't that far off. One's 120, 170. So I mean, at this point, I have roughly around the same defense, special defense, like, stat because I'm maxing out my special defense. So that's really not that bad. I can live hits pretty well on either side. Once I burn something, then that's going to be pretty much useless. Like I said, this is the one wall that will check Mamoswine and Azumarill, because once I burn them, they can't do anything. So that's pretty much the team. This is week 1, so I'm not sure. Like I want to go in there, go in here and get a win, but it's not going to be an easy battle. And so with that, this team is going to be very, very interesting to battle with. So I'll just see how it goes. So let me exit out of here. I'll sign out. I'm good to go. I don't know. I think this might be him. I'm not 100% sure. And do you like this little background I have? I wanted to go with something with dragons just since we're bringing Noivern this week. And so I wanted like a good dragon background. And so you can see a whole bunch of different dragons in there. You don't see Noivern, unfortunately, but I think this is up to 5th gen. I don't think they have any 6th gen dragons on here, so that's probably why. So, yeah, I'm not sure if this was him or not. I'm guessing not because he doesn't know my showdown name. So I just sent him that, so we can exit out of that. So what I'm predicting him to bring is Mega Slowbro, Azumarill, or Mamoswine. He could possibly bring both, but I'm going to predict that he only brings one of them. I can definitely see him bringing Heliolisk. I can see bringing him bringing Dusclops, because that's going to wall a good portion of my team. And then I can see him bringing Emboar and or Scrafty. I don't see him bringing both Emboar and Scrafty, but I can see him bringing one or the other. So like Mamoswine and Azumarill sort of do the same thing, as well as Emboar and Scrafty to my team, because Emboar and Scrafty are going to hit really hard for the fighting type stab, while Azumarill and Mamoswine are going to hit very hard just in general to a lot of my walls, due to they share similar typings. I meant to put that, not HAF, HF. But, so, I'm going to set him a challenge. We'll go to Ubers just to be on the safe side. And challenge. Here we go. This is going to be a very interesting battle. Not sure how well it's going to go. It really just depends on what he brings. So once I know what he brings, it's going to be very, very useful then. He claims that he doesn't know much about battling, which I've seen him battle. He doesn't do that bad. So he did bring the Azumarill and the Mamoswine. He brought pretty much everything I thought. He brought the Fortress, which was interesting. I'm guessing as a rapid spinner to get rid of hazards. He brought the Scrafty over the Embor. He brought the Helios and brought the Mega Slowbro. Possibly Mega Slowbro. It could just be a regular defensive one. And so it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this works out. I'm looking at his team, and I feel like if I go into multi, I can hit everything pretty damn hard, no matter what's there. The only thing I have to worry about is if he leads off with Mega Slowbro or Scrafty, because I would not want to stay in on one of those two. So I'm going to lead off with Heatran. Because the Mammoth one I can hit really hard with a Flash Cannon. Zoomer I can hit really hard with a Flash Cannon. Fortress I can hit hard with a Lava Plume. And then the only thing I have to worry about Heliolisk is a Focus Blast, which would sort of suck, but he'll probably think that if I'm staying in on it, then... Because honestly, if he leads with, let's say... Well, no, I can't... see, this is very tough. I'm going to lead off with the Heatran and see what he leads off with. I feel like he's going to lead off with Fortress, because that's the common lead. He leads off with the Azumarill. Okay. I know I outspeed. My max speed is greater than what his max speed could be. So let me run a calc real quick. I'm going to do a lot of calcs in this battle just because I don't know what to expect from him. That's honestly the reason why. So Heatran... Let's see, Zoomerl. An Aqua Jet won't kill, even if he's... Well, let me put a Choice Band on there. Because just say, worst comes to worst, he's Choice Banded. An Aqua Jet won't kill no matter what. I just want to see how much a Flash Cannon would do. Ah, crap. You all can see me running the calc, so I don't really care. Actually, I'll do this. There we go. So, a Flash Cannon will probably do neutral damage, because he is part water. Won't do enough. At this point, I think my best bet is just going to a Azumarill. Not Azumarill, to Bertha. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go into Bertha, see what he goes for. Because if he goes for a water type move, I should be able to live it just fine. He doubled out. Okay. That works out for me perfectly, actually. So at this point, I can just freely Will-O-Wisp anything on his team if he wants to try to switch out. He's going to want to switch out. So I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp and burn something, whatever comes in. Bertha is going to be the biggest problem for his team, looking at it, because since I'm max special defensive, I can eat up hits from the Heliolisk. Slowbro is going to be a bit of an issue, but if I burn it, then I'll just cripple it down slowly and slowly. If you want to bring in the Fortress, that's fine. Then his Sturdy's broken, so I can just Flamethrower and take it out. If you want to bring the Mammoth Wine or the Azumarill, he can't risk that getting burned. But he can't risk the Scrafty getting burned either, because if Scrafty gets burned, then it's sort of useless at that point. And I'm neutral to his... I'm resisted to his Fighting Stab, so he can't really hit me that hard on the Fighting Stab anyways. So I'm just going to burn it. Just go for Will-O-Wisp. Safest play. Honestly, I was not expecting him to switch out like that. I guess he was predicting like a Flash Cannon or something, so that's why he switched out. But I'm glad I switched out, because this gives me a much better ability to do anything against this team. Because I forget. So I do burn it. Okay. Is he Lumberry? No. And knockup does absolutely nothing. So there goes my Black Sludge. That's fine. He's Shed Skin. Wow. Okay. First turn Shed Skin. Wow. That's unfortunate for me. That tells me that he's a defensive set. the fact that he's shed skin. I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp again because he's slower than Bertha, so I'm guessing he's definitely like no speed investment. That was a crit burn. Shed skin again, really? I'm gonna Sludge Wave to see how much it does. That was a crit. He bulk ups. Okay, here we go. So he's a bulk upset. I feel like he's gonna bulk up again, so I'm gonna go into Smog. I'm gonna go into Smog and just Air Slash. That's my safest play. If he goes for an attack, I'm screwed at that point, but I feel like he's gonna bulk up again. Drain Punch. So I resist that, so that's actually helpful for me. So I'm gonna Air Slash and see how much that does, because with Air Slash, it does have a chance to flinch, so I could get a flinch on there. Being a Life Orb special attacker, he'll probably be worrying about the Hurricane, honestly, but I'm going to go for an Air Slash. It's my safest play, honestly. A bulk up Scrafty, and he Shed Skin. Both times I burn, and he gets Shed Skin first turn. Like, the odds of that are so low. It really sucks. So he switches out into Helios. That's fine. I know I outspeed this thing unless he's Scarfed. And if he's Dry Skin, which I'm assuming he is, from what I was told, let me see. I just want to see. At this range, a Draco Meteor will kill. A Flamethrower would not. So my safest play is just go for a Draco Meteor. Alright, goodbye Helios. Alright. That's my his special, like, wall breaker is gone. So that's a good thing to have to issue with. But now, I'm in a predicament where I can't stay in, because you'll probably go into a Zoom Roll or something. If he goes into Mega Slowbro, then I'm just going to taunt it and stop it from setting up anything. Mega Swine. So he's probably going to go for an Ice Shard or something. So, honestly, I can't stay in. I could go into Nightmare, but I'm going to go into Bertha. So I know I outspeed this thing, but I can't really hit it with anything right now. And he'll probably just Ice Shard me anyway. He Icicle Crashes me. Ow. Ow. Okay. And he has another Icicle Crash. So there goes Bertha. That sort of sucks for me. But I'm going to go in a Nightmare. And I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp. He's probably going to switch out. Honestly, he's going to switch out. If he goes into Scrafty and gets another Shed Skin off, I'm going to be very upset. Because he's getting all the hacks right now. I'm not. I'm assuming he's Choice Scarf. So that's why he stayed in and went for Icicle Crash instead of an Ice Shard. So I'm assuming he goes in a Slowbro. Okay. So having Slowbro burn is nice. I'm going to Mega Evolve and I'm going to go for a Calm Mind. Oh, no, I want to see what he goes for, actually. I'm not going to Mega Evolve. I'm just going to go for a straight Calm Mind. I'm not going to Mega Evolve. I'm going to go straight for a Calm Mind. He might think that I'm not Mega. And, of course, he gets the burn. He's getting all the hacks right now. Okay. At this point, seeing how much that Skull did, that did a lot of damage, so I feel like he's an offensive Slowbro. Just seeing how much that did, even after I had a Calm Mind up. I'm going to Mega Evolve and go for a Dark Pulse. Okay, at least I got the flinch, dude. Thank you. Hacks in my favor. Thank you. Now, I wish I didn't Mega Evolve, because now I can't go for a free Will-O-Wisp. I'm going to try to Will-O-Wisp. There's nothing else I can do. If I didn't Mega Evolve, this would be a perfect play for me to Will-O-Wisp, because I can Prankster Will-O-Wisp, but at this point, there's nothing I can do. He just play rolls and kills me. So I'm going to go to Chestnut here. And let me double check. A player only does max to 52.3% from a choice spin into zoom roll. So no matter what, and like I said before, a wood hammer will do a lot of damage. Wood hammer has a chance to OHKO. So I'm just going to wood hammer. He goes into this thing. And I take barely any recoil. So now, of course, wow, okay. Well, that just screwed everything up. Showdown screwed up. It gave me Hidden Power Electric. When I switched it, you saw me switch it to keep Hidden Power Fire, but it kept it as Hidden Power Electric. Wow, okay. That's really stupid. That's really stupid. I'm gonna go into Smog. So I knew he was gonna set up Stealth Rock, so I wanted to get that up. I'm just gonna go for Flamethrower. Get whatever damage I can off. Because with this Zero there, I can't really just go for Draco, especially with this Fortress there. He's gonna eat up the hit. I feel like his best thing to do is, like, if I can get the burn on the Azure roll by going for the Flamethrower, that'd be really helpful. But I doubt that would happen. So once I get this Fortress down, I can pretty much deal with everything with Chestnut. Chestnut handles everything else. But this Fortress is the only thing that Chestnut walls. Well, that walls Chestnut. So once I get rid of this, I'm good. Okay. At this point, I'm just going to Air Slash. No reason not to Air Slash. I figured he was going to bring in a Zoom Roll. I thought that was going to be his best play. But he goes into this thing. He knockoffs. That's fine. That's honestly fine because anything on my team outspeeds it. Since I know he has no speed investment, since Weezing outsped it, I can just go into Theodore and just Drain Punch, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go into Cresselia. And I can't believe it switched it from Hidden Power Fire to Hidden Power Electric. That is so stupid. I just want to see. I believe he's like in a special defensive Scrafty. So I just want to see. I just want to see how much an energy ball would do at this range. No, stop that. Won't do enough, so I have to go for Moonblast. Okay, take it out. That's fine. I wish I had him Power Fire, because then I pretty much just wall everything. I can do everything to his team, but I can't. I don't have him Power Fire. It changed it on me. That's really bullshit that it changed it on me. For some reason I had Hidden Power Fire and Hidden Power Electric on there. I took out Hidden Power Electric and kept Hidden Power Fire on there and changed it for Energy Ball. And then it gave me Hidden Power Electric still. So he doesn't know I have Energy Ball. I'm just going to go for Energy Ball now. I don't know how much it's going to do. Does about 55%. Okay. And it goes for a knockoff. That's fine. I'm just going to Leech Seed. Because I knew he was going to go into this thing. Leech Seed up. I'm going to make a prediction and go out into... Oh, hold on. I know Steel is neutral. I mean, Fighting is neutral. I just want to see how much it would do. Not much at all. I'm just going to Lava Plume. Because now with that gone, Chestnut should be just fine. I outsped! He's not Choice Scarfed! He wasn't Choice Scarfed! I thought he was Choice Scarfed! That pretty much won me the game. Because he can't one-shot me. He can't one-shot me. Yeah, he must be adamant then. He couldn't outsped. He could have outsped me if it was like Jolly or something. Wow. Well, GG. GG. I guess he didn't realize I was an offensive one. He's a little upset. That really sucks. What is Mamoswine speed? Okay, so Heatran offensive maxes out at 278. What does Mamoswine max out at? Being adamant, he maxed out at 259. If he was Jolly, he would have outsped me. Granted, at that point, I don't know who would have won that point, but that was a very good battle. I was surprised it went in that way at the end there. I thought the Hidden Power Electric was going to screw me over, but apparently it didn't. Because I was able to do enough. I was able to still take out everything I needed to take out. And he didn't even bring in the Fortress. If he brought in the Fortress, there was nothing I could have done to it. But me staying in and me outspeeding and hitting a energy ball off on it was very nice for me, because then I can weaken enough so that he can come in and take it out. But at any point, he couldn't one-shot me on Chestnut unless he got a crit. So that's a 2-0 victory for us going into week 1. Good battle, Tempest. That was a really good battle. I really enjoyed it. Had me on the edge of my toes throughout the whole entire battle. And don't take it to heart, dude. It's just a game. Don't get too upset. You played well. Definitely scared the living crap out of me. I think planning-wise, you could have done a couple of things different. But, hey, I planned a certain way, and it changed it on me. So, I mean, at any point, there's not much you can do there. But with that, I want to thank you all for watching the video. And if you please enjoyed, please hit that like button down below. It will help out the channel, help me out, so I know you all are enjoying these. And hopefully when this comes out, I will have the new layout for the battles and the thumbnails and everything, and I'll put the link to the guy who created it down below. It is Tito Station. He did a lot of the stuff for Shady Penguin and stuff like that. So if you all enjoy it, go ahead and show him support. He does have a YouTube channel. It's on his website and all that. So go show him support. And with that, I will see y'all next time. Oh, by the way, Tempest channel will be linked below. Please go show him love. Don't be mean to him in the comments. Go show him love and stuff like that. Show him how well he did in the battle. And hopefully next week he can win. But with that, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.